channel. And well, I gotta watch my step here. I am live streaming from a frozen Presque Bay on Lake Erie. It is a beautiful day out, and I hope that you're all doing well. But I wanted to come out here and walk across the lake. I did this years ago, and now pretty soon I'm gonna be 60. So I'm out here having my adventure, walking the couple of miles across the lake and back. And I decided to live stream. I'm actually going to put the camera down on the ice. That'd be a very unique way to lose my iPhone. I think the insurance would cover it, because I'm putting my wonderful Carhartt mittens on. Again, it's a beautiful day. Check out the scenery. Look at this frozen expanse. Hey, Zacchaeus, wish you were here. It's a beautiful day. I'm walking across the frozen Lake Erie on Presque Bay. It's a balmy 38 degrees. Sun's out. Look at this ice. I did this once when I was a kid, when I was about 11. A couple of years ago, came out with my family, and even though they told me to stop, I kept on going and did it. I'm gonna be 60 in March, so I'm going out and I'm doing it right now. I don't know if you could cross-country ski across the frozen lake. Probably faster than walking, but it's beautiful out here. It's really, really cool. If you guys could see, look how far that ice goes. What a beautiful, beautiful day to be out walking and enjoying the weather. Yeah, I will, my friend. Thank you for caring. I got a new pair of Keen shoes on that I bought that have a pretty good rubber grip on the bottom. But the nice thing about them is they're slip-ons. I always hate coming back with a bunch of gear and having to take your shoes on and off. I can slip in and out of these, carry stuff in. But right now they seem to be working real well on the ice. They got a good rubber sole. I got some good traction, taking my time. Holy cow though, look at this. I could freaking walk to Canada. I could freaking walk to Canada right now. Although the sun's gonna go down in about 2 hours, so don't think I'd make it. Wouldn't want to be stranded on an iceberg in the middle of Lake Erie in the winter on ice. So I think I'll just walk across Presque Bay and back. Again, this is the My Camping Adventures channel. Welcoming you along on my adventures. If you have not, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Like, click, share, and join. You never know what you're going to see. You're going to see everything from my eating a wall of chocolate cake in the restaurant to go to and get it, to me trying to film myself putting up a Clark Four Seasons jungle hammock, to beautiful views of Elk Creek, Lake Erie, to exploring the Allegheny Forest, to the Sasquatch Festival, to me having a virtual Manhattan with all of you. And what I would like for Valentine's Day, which is already passed. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, by the way. Anyway, it's beautiful out here. Hello. Hey. How you doing? Satar, it's hard to read in the sun. Hello to you. Hey, if it's warm where you are, here's some frozen ice for you. Yeah, like I said, if you can subscribe, that'd be great. I'm walking across. Look how far I've gone. It's a nice 42. Yeah, I don't think I'll make 25 miles before the sun goes down. Look how far I've gone, though. That's how far I've gone. That's how far I got left. But the only problem, and I always told people when I took them on hikes and trail clinics and stuff, called alternate transportation. Wherever you hike or walk to, you gotta hike or walk back. So getting here is like half the battle, unless I call a Uber. Yes, and it's 42 kilometers, 25 miles walk to Canada. I think I'll just stick with the walk across Presque Bay. Hey, my math-enabled friend, if you could figure out and put in the chat what the distance is across Presque Bay on Lake Erie, I'd love to know, since I'm walking it and I have to do the return trip. Holy cheese, look at this. Starting to melt a little bit there. Shouldn't have had that extra piece of chocolate cake. Anyway, hey, shout out to Jeff Santos. Hey, my friend from Finland knows you now, Jeff. He said hi too. I am walking across the frozen Lake Erie, Jeff. And I'm doing this for all the soon-to-be 60-year-old adventurers out there and you. But got a long way to go yet, but you know, still feel like sitting inside, eating potato chips, and wasting away. I'm gonna have my camping adventures, and I'm gonna bring you along with me. Yes, it is, Jeff. Yes, it is. And you know what I figured out after almost 60 years? If none of your family wants to do it or is able to do it with you because they're doing other things, you go and do it anyway. They won't mind. I'm walking like a penguin right now. I got these new Keen shoes on. They're great. They're slipping. I got them on clearance, of course, at Sierra Trading Post for $39 normally. $89.99. I got the last pair. You gotta find bargains like that nowadays. I would like to say hi to Elizabeth. Thank you for virtually walking across the ice with me at Presque Bay. Thanks for keeping me company and on the chat. If you haven't, please subscribe. And I'll just say, if you're rich and have a lot of money you don't want to give to your children, I have a PayPal link. If you'd like to donate, I would help the channel do more adventures. By the way, I got $1 from my one brother-in-law. I think YouTube took like 42 cents, so don't worry about it. But if you're so inclined, might even be a tax write-off. All right, there's a dangerous spot here. Look at this. Yes. I love being the guy that's, some would say crazy enough, but actually, sane enough to live stream walking across a frozen lake for your enjoyment and pleasure. You know, I have to say something to all of you out there. Oh, thank you, Zacchaeus. 1.6 miles, 4.6 miles. I have no idea. It's got to be more than 1.6 miles where I'm walking across. I probably picked the longest stupid point, but I'm so far. I'm just going to keep walking. I think I could melt ice in my pocket if I get thirsty. It's probably sterile. Anyway, yeah, I'm having fun doing this live stream. Thank you so much for your help, my friend from Finland. Thank you for hanging out with me, Mr. Jeff. And I'm almost at the yacht club. Oh, it's probably a mile away. It's probably an illusion, but hey, what the heck? Get my steps in for the day. And again, this is the My Camping Adventures channel, and I'm live streaming walking across frozen Lake Erie at Presque Bay in beautiful Erie, PA. There's my progress. I wonder if I could touch one of the yachts, huh? They're probably all wrapped in that blue stuff. All right. Well, there's a guy with bigger feet than me that was walking on here. All right. So my Camping Adventures channel is still alive. Walking across the frozen tundra of Presque Bay for your enjoyment. All right. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Take a look at the wonderful scenery. On my channel, I do adventures and share them with you. I'm just sharing my life, actually. And I'm doing it to show you that even though I'm going to be 60, whether you got somebody to do with or you're by yourself, you can go out and have your camping adventures and enjoy this beautiful world. Because they want you to go to work, come home, eat Doritos, sit on the couch, stare at Netflix, wash, rinse, repeat, just be able to pay your bills, and then go into an old age home. That's not a real game plan to me. I'm going to be out as long as God's willing to have my adventures, and I'm going to share them with you. And I appreciate all of you. And the nice thing is about having this channel, I'm going sideways now because I figured I'm less likely to die walking over this one patch than the other. Is even though I'm by myself, I'm really not. So if anybody watches this live stream and they could subscribe and they'd like to come along for the adventure, and I'll just say it again, if you're filthy rich and you know give all that money to your children, a donation to the channel would be appreciated, and I'd use it to have some more adventures. I think Bora Bora would be nice this time of year. What do you think? Anyway, what at? Crazy. My I'll say better half says I'm a dog with a bone. Once I start chewing on something, I don't stop until it's done. If I have to crawl across this ice on my hands and knees, I'm going to get to the other side. Well, almost had a crazy time there, but we're getting there. Not so worried about reaching the other end of Presque Bay. Kind of worried about getting back before sundown. But anyway, I'm at about 13 minutes and 45 seconds into this live stream. I hope that you're all doing well. You're making cookies, man. What kind of cookies? Zacchaeus, my friend from Finland, is making cookies, man. Then he's probably going to go in the sauna. Oh, jeez. I almost said that swear word because I am on glare ice right now, and let me tell you, there ain't no traction. Wow. This is bad. Literally, I'm ice skating, and I don't ice skate. Whoa. Okay. Mental note. Stay away from the clear, slightly melty looking ice parts, because you may fall on your keister. Hey, I'll tell you what, Zacchaeus. Look at this recipe and make it sometime. Italian ricotta cookies. Okay? or snickerdoodles. They're both the bomb. I think I actually did a short on one of them on the channel, but I'm telling you, man, two best cookies. Italian ricotta cookies and snickerdoodles. Just saying. Wow, this is getting harder. Trying to walk a straight line, but the straight line isn't exactly the safest line. You know, it is nice that my family's tied up or uninterested, because they'd probably tell me I was crazy and not do this. But honestly, this kind of stuff is where I'm actually feeling alive and having fun. Damn! So that's what it's like to walk like a penguin. All right, I think another mile to go. Should have brought a water. Survival tip: always bring a water, and don't walk in the yellow ice, because hopefully someone didn't have to pee out here. All right. Again, hanging out with the My Camping Adventure channel. I am walking across the ice of Presque Bay in Lake Erie. Yeah, I get the 3-pack of cookies at Subway. I like them too, man. The chocolate chip, the raspberry cheesecake, and the peanut butter. Here's some scenery for you guys. Getting closer. Having a good time with the My Camping Adventure channel. I am live streaming from frozen Lake Erie as I walk across it on Presque Bay on a balmy 38-degree Sunday day. All right, wind's picking up now. Look at this, man. Dark side of the moon. Everybody left. Holy Toledo. And like I said, I'd appreciate it if you could like, click, share, and subscribe. This is the My Camping Adventures channel. I used to say, hey, Elon, if you're watching my channel and you could donate, that'd be appreciated. But I'm just going to say, any filthy rich person who doesn't want to give all their money to their children, I'll welcome your contributions. And I'll put them to good use. I'll go find Sasquatch or look for alien visitation up in the skies, although they're not aliens, I don't think. But I digress. Right now I'm walking across a frozen lake, so give me some leeway. Oh boy, another tough part. Should have put yak tracks on. This is what happens when you do things at the spur of the moment. Zacchaeus, you're making cookies. I'm going to think about your cookies. It's going to keep me going. All right. I'm following a trail of ice hut. Think the Coast Guard will find me? All right. Damn. It looks so close, and yet it's actually so far. You know, I gotta say, there are a few people on this channel that if they lived by me, if I got to this side and I called them up, they'd pick me up and they'd give me a ride back. And I'd appreciate it. All right. I'm too far along and too crazy to stop going. Oh, jeez. Yeah, don't step in the freaking holes that people dug to fish. It's probably a bad thing. I'm going to concentrate on not dying right now, so if you guys can just hang out for a second. Whoa. Those AC parts, there's no traction on those. I'm trying to walk in a straight line, but we'll see. It's kind of hard. I'm sticking to the stuff with snow covering on it simply because, well, it's safer. Yeah, I did find those tracks last year at hiking in Creepy Hike at Hector Falls and Return to Hector Falls. And I found them other times in the woods, but I've never had a camera. I finally started doing this out of, well, maybe people do want to watch what I'm doing. A. B. Boredom. C. A desire to connect with like-minded individuals across the world who like to go out and have outdoor adventure and find people like you, my friend from Finland. If you can subscribe, if you're watching this, I am the My Camping Adventure channel, and I'm walking across Presque Bay, frozen Lake Erie, while live streaming. Okay? I am live streaming on a frozen lake. Okay? If I was young, cute, and in a bathing suit right now, I'd probably have 10,000 viewers on. But that's okay. Neither one of us would want to see that on a frozen lake. So, anyway, take a look at my progress. How beautiful is it out here? And I appreciate all you guys. Wasn't going to live stream this long, but I think for those of you who are going to watch this video in its entirety, I'm going to do my darndest to make it all across this bay and film it. I appreciate all you guys, and it's a great way to get some fresh air, as long as you don't fall on your rear side. Had to think of a word there. Oh God. Alright, wonder if there's a Coke machine that still operates on the other end of this walk. Or public restrooms would be nice. I don't feel like getting arrested for public urination on the ice. I'm sure that's a crime. Anyway, this is the My Camping Adventures channel, live, walking across frozen Presque and Lake Erie. And where else are you going to get a show like this for free? I tell you. And my friend in Finland is baking cookies. Doesn't get much better unless Mr. Jeff came on and toasted us with a virtual Manhattan. All right, there is hope. This is like, I hate to tell you guys, equivalent to Beard Meats Food eating a big cheeseburger. And he can afford cameramen. Anyway, wow, this is great. Something I want to do. Gonna be 6 years old, and I'm walking across a freaking bay in the lake. And you know what? A lot of other people, a lot of young people, we're not acclimatized outdoors. They stare at screens. They're afraid to go outside and do these kind of adventures anymore. I think that's why the camping stores are going downhill. Because if you're under 40 anymore, you're a lot less likely to go out and just camp, have some fun, have some adventure. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around now, give you the money shot. This is the My Camping Adventures channel, getting close to the Erie Yacht Club, and there's a patch of death ice, so I'm going to go around here and see if I could get to where I'm going. Appreciate all you guys that are watching or live streaming or going to be watching. And not really cool on the YouTube logarithm, because I think this should be kicking out to more people. But hey, I don't know what the demographics are in 59-and-a-half-year-old guy in a Carhartt hat walking across the lake. So I'm good. And I'm happy for all of you that have tuned in. All right, I'm getting there. There's actually a freaking building within walking distance. I'm sure that no one's there. Yep. All right. Holy Toledo, look at this. See those glinting, my hand, see those glinting little shiny light dots in the far distance? My Jeep is there. I'm here. Guess what? None of the other people that were out in the ice did more. Did walk a couple 100 feet. My Camping Adventures channel is virtually taking you live across Presque Bay, home of where Perry built the fleet for the War of 1812 in Misery Bay. On a Sunday. Okay, football's over. Check out the My Camping Adventures channel. All right, check this out. Should I go for that near building? God, I hope there's a Coke machine and a Coke Zero, but I highly doubt it. Gotta love this. Should I say to my better half that when the cat's away, the mice will play? Maybe. It's a building and a whole bunch of big boats. Hey, Squirrel Kelly. Shout out to Squirrel Kelly. Squirrel Kelly, I'm doing this for you and all my subscribers. I'm walking across a frozen Lake Erie at Presque Bay to the Erie Yacht Club on this balmy, sunny day. Holy crap, there's a playground. I'm not sure if I could get by the barriers right here. I don't think that the yacht club or anything is open. It'd be nice if something was open on this other side. Look at the cliff with all the cool rich houses on there. Okay. I'm gonna make it, I think, unless I fall in right at the end. Problem is not making it. The problem is how in the world am I gonna get back? Should be interesting. Sad that I'm walking towards the playground instead of the big building, but kind of says something. I'm a big kid inside. Actually, I'm 23 inside, I think. Just about 59 and a half outside. So anyway, this is the My Camping Adventures channel. and I'm live streaming. Thank you, Squirrel Kelly. I appreciate that more than you know. I've checked out a couple of your live streams. Hope you're doing well. See, I'm from the 80s generation, okay? We had 80s music. The Berlin Wall came down. Music was better. And there's a little bit of hope that we could have made this world a better place, but the deck's always been stacked against us. But I'm doing what I can. I'm walking across Presque Bay for all of you. And I hope you know that I care about each and every one of you that watches my channel and appreciates every single one of you that's subscribed. Try and do some good. Try and go and have some adventures. Try and be a positive force of light in this dark world. Wonder how much I'd have to give the guy in the car to drive me back to the peninsula. This is the My Camping Adventure Channel live from Presque Bay. And I am at the playground. I have made it, well, entirely across Lake Erie. So, all right, I'm getting on solid ground here. Snow's a lot deeper. Should have worn boots. I'm gonna go see in this little small patch of grass. Look at that. This is the My Camping Adventure Channel, and I've live streamed all the way across Lake Erie at Presque Bay. In Zacchaeus, I think it was about the longest point. Now I just got to figure out how to get back. So, on that note, I'm going to try and take my glove off. All right, this is the My Camping Adventure Channel. I walked this, Rio. This is My Camping Adventure Channel, and I wanted to share it with all of you. No, Squirrel Kelly, that would have took too much forethought. But a great idea between you and Zacchaeus. I appreciate you keeping me on the straight and narrow. Yeah, gonna try and get back to the Jeep here. Oh my God, there's a Pepsi machine. There is hope. There may be even an open bathroom. On that note, this is the My Camping Adventure Channel. Please like, click, share, subscribe, and I'll film a short to let you know I'm alive when I'm safely back to my Jeep. Take care.